A salad. Catching up your ex meal.
I am live. I am live. What's going on?
Meal. Whatever you're feeling. Sarah.
We made a promise to our boy Blue that we would make the healthiest foods possible with the finest natural ingredients and real meat first. And that's our promise to you.
We is live and we is back on StreamYard. What's going on, everybody? On this Sunday. Sunday. Easy like Sunday morning. They say I'm easy. Ooh. That note did not come out right. They say I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. I wanna be high. So high. I wanna be one.
And the Lexus RX can keep
I wanna be free. Yes, free. Dun, dun,
University
dun,
of Phoenix.
dun, dun,
Every
dun.
5 to 6 week course and updating
Oh,
in your weeks, not years, as we pursue our bachelor's and master's.
man, I feel like I ain't been on here in a very long time.
you want high performance, long lasting, affordable tools. You want great tools. You do. Do it for less than Harbor Freight. Save like never before at Spring Black Friday.
I'm just gonna wait for some people to come in. I see one person watching. Oh, I do. Come on in, come on in. It's been a pretty good day. My Giants beat the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Or because I just like being petty. The Hoovers beat the neighborhoods. I know they love hearing that shit. Oh, and then my Dubs. Oh God, we got to do this fucking playing shit again. And we ain't had too much success with that shit, but it is what it is. We still playing. That's the bottom line. So it's not what we wanted. It's not what we were looking for, but hey, it is what it is, right? Oh shit! The comments are already in here. Yo, StreamYard done switch shit up. Okay, my bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. They done changed all this shit up. RB was good. I don't know if you read this last night. Charlotte trying to. Oh yeah, I read that. I sure did. Damn, why? Okay. Yo, your thoughts on Snitsky when he debuted in 04? Uh, to be honest, I didn't really have too much thoughts about Snitsky. He just, his character was just it did. I couldn't relate to his character in any kind of way. But what I will say though is, as time went on, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It is not my fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? I've been waiting to spark that. Woo! For a minute. Shy, what's going on? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Good luck to your nugs. Who do we play? Who do we play? You know what? I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Executive in the building, what's happening? They had B. Kane early in his rookie career. Was you impressed by that or not? Nah. I knew what they was trying to do, but you know, not everything's gonna work. Salute the 504 boy. What's going on, man? Man, there was a lot of sports on today. A lot of sports. You had football, baseball, basketball. You had softball, shit. You had volleyball. I think you might even have some hockey too. Might be some hockey game though. I was sitting there, I was like, oh shit, there's another game on. Oh shit, there's a game on here. Oh shit, there's another game on here. I was like, oh shit, I'm just flipping through. Like I'm watching all kinds of sports. Shit. It's Sunday and I was relaxed. I finally got a chance to relax today for a while. Hey, I'm gonna holler at you. But you're not blocked though. You're not blocked though. Fun fact: Creed was offered. Dude, Kane Rock song and turn it down. That's how Finger 11 got it. Did you know that? I actually did it. You just dropped some. You just dropped some knowledge on me. Ah. Whew, that water tastes good. What up, though? Got gang. We got Stone Cold Diddy up in the building. Y'all, if y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all go and check out Lil Smokey's new premiere video. It is funny. It is funny. You know, right here you got Booker Millie over here. You know what I'm saying, Jay Millie with the Booker locks. They should have got a Snitsky a mouthpiece like Paul Heyman. That's what he needed. That's what he needed right there. If he would have had that, then you could have built him up a lot better, and it wouldn't have been just like him coming out and saying, "It's not my fault." That shit. Lazy booking. Oh shit. Oh god damn it. Hold up. Don't y'all hate when them earbuds be coming out your ear and shit? I'm like, god damn, I need to get me some new ones. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I knew better than that. Just was oh yeah, nah, oh yeah. Yo, it do be sounding like a person is blocked, right? Oh shit. Was that it, guys? Oh yeah. For real. Tell us up. I was in his chat earlier. Oh, okay, for sure. And I said, what's happening? See, unknowingly, I returned the favor. You dropped some wrestling knowledge on me, and I didn't know how that came. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, and that was the confusing. So, like, when they did the whole unmasking thing, and I noticed that, you know what I'm saying? Well, the first thing I noticed that the hair, the night that he was going to take the mask off, I noticed the hair wasn't his real hair. So I was like, oh, they must have, oh, he must be like bald and decrepit on one side or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I had a feeling that they cut his hair, or they had him cut his hair. And then when he took the mask off, I was like, oh, they did. Oh, shit. Because if you go back to before that night, you know what I'm saying? If you go back to before then, you know what I'm saying? You know it's like Kane, or like even if you go back to '95 when he was the dentist, he was growing his hair out then. And then the last time he was on Raw before he went away and then came back as Kane, his hair had started to get kind of long. So yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Make sure y'all tap into that. That shit was fucking funny. That shit was hilarious. Facts. That's what he is. A legend, a living legend. A lot of the big guys that debuted in 04 suffered because Vince was grieving. Oh, he was trying to find the next big man. That's not good shit. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that was yeah, 04. That's just like I was saying before, like that time period right there was like real weird. You know. So I want to get to something, everybody knows about the whole RICO and indictments and all that and everything that's been going on since. So this morning, I'm going through YouTube and I see this brother, it's an older brother, and he had did a live or whatever. And the thumbnail was that of a video. So, and then I'm looking at the title and I'm like, hold up. So if he got the video, so there it has to be. I know it was a YouTube video. So I was like, okay, let me go and look up this video. I see the video. I could not believe what the fuck. I mean, and I'm not saying it like, Damus and Lokes aren't friends, you know what I'm saying, when they're two sections ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of cats grew up together, you know what I'm saying? And then, one might live on one side, the other live on the other side. You just represent two different sections, but that don't mean that y'all still ain't homeboys or cool no more. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just got to do a different approach. But, with that said, it's a video from back in the Disney of Suge Knight and Big U playing ping pong in the backyard. I said, hold on. Is Big U and Suge Knight really playing ping pong? I can't, and I'm look, ping pong is a fun game. Okay, ping pong is a fun game. South Central, back then, little homie was like, yeah, I don't play no honky ball. Like, I play honky ball. And then he started playing. He was like, oh yeah, I kind of like this game. Like, yeah, ping pong. People could talk about the sport, but but you can't play it. So I'm watching these two big ass fools up there just playing ping pong, and I'm like, and they having a conversation. Like, this is wild. This is wild. So this obviously had to have been before Big U had went down in the 90s, before Death Row really took off. Because as Trey D says, if Big U was out during the time Death Row was running the show, it wouldn't have been Death Row as we know it, because Big U would have put resistance up. So, because if people don't not understanding that, well, let me educate you a little something. Just a little something. And I've spoke about this before in the past. When it comes to LA, now they like to, incorporate Compton, Inglewood, Linwood, Watts. You know what I'm saying? All them surrounding cities, right? But you see, this is the thing. When it comes down to politics, it ain't none of that. And you had a Compton cat running through LA, right? Big U from South Central. And not only that, but you had Corrupt, who is from the 60s, on death row. So look, let me just paint the picture for y'all. Had Big U been out and Corrupt went to and signed with death row, this is the 90s, people. That shit was not flying back then. That shit was not flying. I'm not saying Corrupt would have got put off or anything, but there definitely would have been some discipline. And then not only that, but there's a very highly likely chance there would have never been a Dog Pound album. Because you got to remember, all the pieces had to come together. All the pieces have to come together. 6 degrees of separation type shit. So, when it's dealing with politics as a whole, it's like this. As a whole, we is the Bay Area. We represent the Bay as a whole, period. Right? But when it comes to the politics, hell nah, I'm from the fields, baby. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm from the rich, or I'm from Vallejo, or you know what I'm saying? I'm from Oakland, San Francisco, whatever it is, right? It's the same way with LA and Compton and all the other surrounding parts. You know what I'm saying? It's LA as one whole, but the politics is separate. So basically, if you from Compton, you can't do Compton politics in LA. And if you from LA, you can't do LA politics in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Politically, you can't work together, but you can't bring the politics into a whole nother city and thinking that you finna pop it off in the same way you did in your city. Regardless of how close the parameters is, it ain't flying like that. Yep. So to see that, I was like, yo, that's crazy as hell. That shit hella funny. And now look, two of the biggest hitters from back in the day is both sitting behind bars. When you live the life, you live the life. You know, but just everything that's going on out there in LA right now is crazy as fuck. Like what? Like you know, for extra, like that. I still am trying to wrap my head around that shit. Like I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like I don't know, because you know what I'm saying. But it's just crazy how they let them out the week of their hood day. The week of now, I think it was either 2 days prior to his hood day. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. I think it was 2 days prior to his particular hood day. But it's Fody's hood day, so they all out there, everyone's right. Let him out just to turn around 48 hours and lock his ass right back up. I said, that is game cold. You kids still want to gang bang? You kids still want to gang bang? You still want to join gangs and be in the street, kids? And it doesn't help the fact that they got all these amenities, but behind these walls now, that is like, it's giving a person the thought of, well, shit, yeah, I might be away from my family and I might not be able to do A, B, and C, but I can still get high and I can still watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I can still talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? I can go live. You know what I'm saying? I can do lives and all that behind the walls. You feel me? So, but it still don't take away the fact that you still got to shit and piss in front of another dude. It doesn't take away the fact that when you're going through the booking process, you still got to bend your ass over, spread your cheeks, open up wide. It still doesn't take away the fact that you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers trying to run up in you, literally, you know what I'm saying, or trying to pack you out, you know what I'm saying, get you to do this, that, and the third. Still want to join the game? Do you want to be sitting up there having best friends with Rico and sleeping with Indictment? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the choice is yours. I mean, it's so bad. They got the Jersey 60s under that big U shit. Like, yo, and wherever else there's a 60 section at, yo, if they ain't came knocking on your door yet, better start thinking about a contingent plan. Because they coming. If they could connect the dots to where you at, oh yeah, they coming. They coming. And now all this shit about Trick Baby doing it. I mean, look, I know it hurts. Your girl cheated on you. She cheated on you. It's painful. I understand it. You know, you're upset, you get in your feelings. You want somebody to pay. But does that mean you gotta try to offer though? And I'm not gonna use the word allegedly because this y'all can look it up yourselves. Like Brick Baby got so much shit on him, like Cuz might never see the light of day himself. You know what I'm saying? Like this, yo, shit is ugly. Shit is ugly right now. You know? Still want the gangbang kids. I mean, do you always want to have a target on your back? You always want to be looking over your shoulder? Oh, that's right. Your generation doesn't give a fuck about living. That's right. Never mind. I take everything that I said back. Go ahead, gangbang. Go ahead and get shot up into a million pieces. Go ahead and do a bunch of different bids, because you're gonna be in and out of that motherfucker until they finally lock you down for a good 10 to 15, maybe even 20. Because they're tired of your shit. Oh, go ahead and have, your family in harm. Oh, we can't get to this motherfucker, so we got to go get out. You know what I'm saying? Now you're putting your kids all, you know what I'm saying? Like in harm's way, got your mama worrying because something might happen to her and all kinds of shit. Still want to gangbang? Oh, yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead, gangbang. Go ahead and do all that shit, kids. You don't care? Go out there. But I'm going to say this, and I mean this with every bit of my soul. All you youngsters out there, if you want to live the life of the streets, it doesn't necessarily have to be gangbang. And trust me, I get it. Certain situations, depending on your predicament, you got to do what you got to do. And I understand that. But this is 2025. The opportunities that you have today triples and quadruples the opportunities that myself and others had back in them days. Doors open a lot better in today's format than it did in the format of what I came up with. So I'm going to say this. If you choose the gangbang, the first thing you need to do is you need to go to your mama, you need to give your mama a kiss, and you need to say your goodbyes until you decide that you ain't going to gangbang no more. And then when you get done doing that, I want you to go over to where your kids is at, and I want you to give your kids a kiss and tell them that you can't be around no more because daddy rather gangbang than take care of his kids. I'd rather gangbang instead of being a father and doing all the nice squarely things that fathers do. Like parent-teacher conferences, like taking your kids to the park without worrying about getting shot at, going to the carnivals, taking trips, all everything. And then when you get done doing that, the next morning, go down to the courthouse and relinquish your rights as a father. Because if you're thinking that you're going to gangbang and be a parent, you're one of the worst kinds of parents there is in the world. See, it just ain't the parents that be molesting their kids, you know what I'm saying, and beating on their kids, got their kids in these storeway rooms and basements, starving them to death, neglecting their kids. No, you gangbangers out there with kids are just as bad. You're a worse kind of parent. And I'm talking about people that I know too. My words isn't just for this is for the people that I know that I love too, because they need to hear this too. One of my closest homeboys, one of my closest comrades, my family members, had to spend so much time away from his kids because he chose to run in the streets that led to him having to do some time and further being away from his kids. Now, you know what happened with that? He said, "No, I can't continue doing all this. I cannot continue living this particular life. I have to chill out. I have kids out here. I have to be for my kids." And he's been for his kids every single day since he made that comment, since he made that statement. And I love him and respect him for that. And in a way, I kind of, I'm not saying I was the reason, but I kind of, showed him like, yo, Jay over here, he ain't even running the streets no more. He actually, he with his baby. He doing the father things. He ain't out, you know what I'm saying? He turning down coming out and kicking it with us because he'd rather stay home with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the other homies start to do that shit too. So it's like you can't do both. You can't do both. There's only two things that's gonna happen. Something bad is gonna happen, or you're up there raising the next generation of gangbangers. And you still think in your head you're a good parent? You think that you're a good parent because you're out there still hanging on the block gangbanging and coming home talking about, hey, where my baby at? No. You're the worst kind of parent. Because you're putting your kids in harm's way. You're putting your kids' mama in harm's way. Shit. 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. She ain't gang banging. She either going to school, you know what I'm saying, to pursue a career in something, or she's already established and going to work and making it happen. She ain't got time to do the street shit. She might go out once or twice every year because her kids are more important than going out and doing dumb shit. And yes, gangbanging is dumb shit because you get nothing from it. You get nothing from it. See, when I talk about Crip, I ain't talking about the guy. I tell the stories, but when I speak of it these days, I'm not speaking it from a gangbanging part. I'm speaking of it from the foundation of what it originally meant to be. This is why I say the things that I say. You can't do both. And if you choose to gangbang, then you cannot be a parent. You cannot be a parent. How the hell are you going to try to be a parent behind walls? How the hell are you going to try to be a parent and you 6 feet under? Tell me that. How are you going to be a parent and you on the run all the time? If anyone thinks that pistol whipping at no jumper, oh shit, is it going to be involved in something? You know that's going to come up, Lonnie. You know that's going to come up. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit. You know, I look at this shit. I'm like, man, this is some fucking bullshit. This shit. This ain't nothing like what I used to see or what I was involved in. Irony salute. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that game. But go Giants though. Go Giants though. Beating them Yankees though. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Love that. Okay. So I said, what's up? There go the man. There go the man. Little Smokey. What's going on? The legend himself. On Crip. You already know. Stone Cold. Yeah. Anything. Gangbang kind of gay, jail, prison. It's hella gay. I mean, the way they be doing that shit, man, ain't nothing like, man. I don't recognize this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't recognize it at all. Did the words? Yeah, we did. We're not gonna talk about that. Says Chaz said she got through it. Oh, okay. Yo, hold on for a second, y'all. I'm doing double duty. All right, y'all, I'm back. You got the new Boosie version. They gave one. Sure. I don't listen to Boosie. What happened? We lost it in OT. Didn't defend well at the end. Made too many mistakes. So we gotta We gotta do the play-in, which I ain't looking forward to. That shit. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and it is what it ain't, right? So I just, you know, it was just different when I came up. You know, it was just different. You know, there was still a code you had to live by. You know, there was still things that was not accepted. Like if you did if you did the shit that they do today back then, shit, your ass would have got put off very quickly. It would have been no, you would have just got put off. Plain and simple. Now I'm trying to figure out why we got old ass men in their late 40s, 50s, and 60s and all that still gangbanging though. I don't get it. You know, and this is something that I never thought in a million years I would have ever let come out of my mouth. But look at how they just took the shit and they watered this shit down like dramatically. You know, and I know we had our videos back then and all that, but we had a variety of different videos though. Every video wasn't a gun in the video. It wasn't 1,000 guns, 1,000 drugs, 1,000 all this like. And these cats is in these videos thinking they doing something. No, you're looking like a complete idiot. See, you can sit up there and be hollering out the hood, your section and all that, but your section don't love you. And when niggas start realizing that shit, then maybe we can actually get back to some type of normalcy in these sections. Because right now, all I see is a bunch of drugged up idiots that have no sense of direction in life. Like when people ask me about that fool, about that youngster Fulio, I say he got what he deserved. What the fuck you going over there doing videos for on grave sites? And then you go into your enemy's grave site, you know what I'm saying? Then you talking about murders and shit. Like, what the fuck? So I feel bad that he was another young 20-year-old brother that lost his life over stupidity. You know what I'm saying? I sympathize with that. But the reality is, I really don't give a fuck because he did it to himself. When you do that type of shit, and you broadcast it, you know what I'm saying? And that's not me saying that shit wasn't going on back when I was coming up, because it was. We just wasn't broadcasting it. And then it wasn't even a thing. You had maybe a couple of cats here and there that did the shit. Like nowhere near that it would even move the needle to even care about it. To the point, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when we found out about it, you know, shit did get handled, but it wasn't like today how all these dudes out here rapping and they go into these grave sites, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are desecrating a grave site. You don't think the ancestors ain't gonna strike back at you for doing some shit like that? And I know some people might think like the ancestors, man, you really know. Like, yes, the ancestors. Yes. Because they're the only ones that have the capabilities to actually do something. Oh no, it's Jesus, my Lord and Savior. But nonetheless, you really think? But see, this is the ignorance. This is the ignorance of not wanting to be educated or care enough. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into why. But see, this is the thing. You have an excuse when you're a little kid. You even got somewhat of an excuse when you're a teenager. And you even have a smidge of an excuse after you turn 18. After 21, ain't no excuse. After 21, you ain't got no excuse. At 21, you just an idiot. Period. That shit, there ain't nothing cool about that shit. Oh, here this guy go. He sounds like the grumpy old man. Nah, I ain't grumpy at all. Because my generation was just doing just fine. Yes, we had our shit, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like we was over here trying to kill everybody every 5 seconds. You know, kids could go outside and play in the neighborhood and they have to worry about drive-by shootings or somebody walking up and shooting up and doing all this shit. Kids could go outside and play and be kids. You know, everybody talk about the hood, right? Everybody talk about the hood. I love the hood. I love the hood. I love the hood. I love the hood. But what have you done for your hood besides ruin it? Selling drugs in the hood ain't giving back to the hood. Gang banging in the hood ain't giving back to the hood. So you love the hood so much, what have you done for the hood? Please let me know. I'm so curious. Find out. What have you done for the hood? Because you don't own the shit. You don't own the block. But you love the hood though. You down for you would die for something that you don't own. But you're doing all this extra because you love the hood. Yo, DMG, what's happening? Get through these comments. Yeah, for he was. That boy was gone out there. Some people just crashing to crack with no purpose at all. None. It's like, what are you doing that for? Please explain that to me. Well, what are you exactly doing that for? What's the end goal? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no end goal to nothing that these dudes is doing. There's no end goal. They're just doing it to doing it. So basically, you're just wasting time of just doing nothing with no end goal. Okay. All right. Gotcha. See, Fulio probably had a bag on his head. Young Gene Ace was even out here in Oakland with Capola. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. I did hear about that. I think the song's called Crossman. Yep. Exactly. Nobody was dissing online back then. You really had to see them in person. That point right there. That point right there. Oh yeah, I'm pressing these keyboards and I'm gonna show this motherfucker how bad I am. Make it, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, I'm back. But yeah, you really have to see a person back then. Well, yeah, I know some people will hear this and they'll have their comments and try to like, I don't give a damn. Tell me where I told a lie. Tell me where what I'm saying is wrong. But don't tell me anything about where I'm wrong at. I'm from here. I see what it is. You know, I don't see none of these dudes. Look, see, and these dudes be like, this is the other thing. They out here flashing big boy jewelry, and that shit ain't nothing but $100. Y'all been seeing them Cartier ads that be popping up? You know what I'm saying? Like they really like, well shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we about to put this shit out on the market. You know what I'm saying? All these rappers and everything over here buying this shit, acting like they, but I mean, we already knew that. I mean, this whole generation thing, what's going on now, it is like, it's so far separate from what, you know, we used to know. And once again, I ask the question, if you're all about death and destruction, then why don't you just off yourself? Just don't have nobody come through, because why are you wasting life? You know what I'm saying? Why are you wasting life? I know battles and wars go on between tribes and all that has been going on since the beginning of time. But the thing about when tribes go at it, there's an end goal. There's a reason. There's a purpose. Gang banging in 2025 has no goal, has no purpose, has nothing except a bunch of idiots getting on podcasts, whether that be in person or from jail, talking too much. You get this fool whack, fool one, yeah, on Paris, on Paris. Yeah, that's why the Sixers was going mollywop your ass 3 years ago. Go watch Nina Boy's channel. He did a live just a little while ago. He showed the video. It was a concert Gang was doing, and Lil Wayne was up there. You know, all them fools was up there, right? The 60s and Big U was backstage. They was getting ready to jump on Cuz. And then you see him coming out there, then he talking to I forgot who he said. You know, you watch the video, you'll know who. So he talking to Cuz over there, boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden you see a gang of red niggas come out, right? And they jumping off stage and everything. And they trying to, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get up out of there because they was really on Cuz's head. Like, but he coming out the whole time though. Hold on though. He coming out the whole time talking all this talk on Pyru. Whack, if you was really about that shit, you would have handled business right then and there. Oh no, I wasn't gonna ruin games because you know what I'm saying? We still have to make money in there. If you ask me, all y'all motherfuckers up there look like a bunch of clowns. Shit. And then you got this motherfucker, and then you got Lil Wayne up there. Y'all over there blooding it up, Pyruing it up. With a motherfucker who ain't putting in no work, but claiming to be that as such. Don't come tell me you anything and you ain't put in no work. If you a celebrity and all of a sudden you talk about you a gang, that's why Chris Brown, y'all ain't put what word y'all put in. And I know y'all ain't putting no work, and I know the only reason why y'all is Pyrus or whatever is because y'all the mascots of the game, basically. You basically paid your way in. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Just let me be one. That's fake shit. You ain't putting no work. You didn't even get quoted on. Forget the put on. Forget the jumping in and all that. You didn't even get quoted on. You bought your way onto the section. Wow. That's where we at these days. Okay. See, unlike y'all, Michael Jackson a real love though. He wasn't out there doing all the shit and everything. What you think? Every Crip going to be out here walking up and down the block and shit? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We coming to all forms, buddy. You know what I'm saying? We got suit and tie looks. You know what I'm saying? Don't get twisted. We coming all shapes and forms now. You know what I'm saying? We got many different avenues of looks out there that really, you know what I'm saying? So don't think they, you know, shit. You didn't even get quoted on. So if you ain't even got that, I can't respect you at all. I don't give a fuck if you a Damu. I don't give a fuck if you a Pyru. I don't give a fuck if you a Loke. I don't give a fuck if you a Norteño. I don't give a fuck if you a Sereno. I don't give a fuck if you a GD. I don't give a fuck if you a Vice Lord. I don't give a fuck if you a Latin King. I don't give a fuck if you what's their ass? You know, shit. I'm drawing a blank. What the fuck is their name? But y'all know what I'm talking about. I just mentioned a small section of them. But there's a whole nother section of them, but they don't go by Selena. They big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta at least got quoted on. Something got. You have to have somebody to vouch for you. If you have nobody to co-sign what you like, there ain't nobody be like, no, oh no, cuz cool. You know what I'm saying? Cuz damn though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit. If you gangbang, you went through it. You know what I'm saying? I was the little homie going to these different places with the big homies, and you got other big dudes over there, like, you know what I'm saying? Who's this little nigga over here? Oh no, don't say that's Jay Book right there. Nah, he cool. Nah. Cuz really down for it, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, there though. Oh, for real though? Like, yeah. Like, come here, little nigga, what's that? Yo, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. As well as I have spoken for, you know what I'm saying, other cats myself once I got to a position of be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I do that to this very day, even though I'm not involved with anything, but if somebody come and ask me a question about somebody, I give them a yay or a nay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, hell no, he ain't no, stop it. You know? Oh, yeah, nah, shit, I just have to go check on my food real quick. Yeah, 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 exactly. Oh yeah, 18th Street is just a small section of them. You know they're larger than motherfucker. Yeah, Black Tones, yeah, I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't give a fuck with any of that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a damn. You know. That's why I let motherfuckers say what they need to say. Shit, you can't take away what I've already put down. You know what I'm saying? And y'all heard many different people that I've had come on here tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to come over here fabricating that like some people do. You know? Yep. So, okay, I done put in a whole hour. There we go. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and end this. Jesse is going live along with Shabaka and Lady Che, Frontline Black News. Make sure y'all tap in for that tonight. Tomorrow night, make sure y'all tap in for King Leo, No Dirt Sheeps for Monday Night Raw, and Tuesday night NXT. Then Wednesday, Wrestle Tati for AEW Dynamite. And again, next, oh, wait, hold on. What's going on? Woo. Okay. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I think she's doing Collision Saturday, regardless of WrestleMania, because she don't fuck with WWE. So I'm gonna give y'all an update on that later on once I'm clear and know what's going on for Saturday. And who actually is going to host WrestleMania. I would host WrestleMania. Well, let me see how everything's going to work this week. And if y'all want me to host WrestleMania, I will host WrestleMania. So I will give y'all an update on that. And until then, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday night. And like always, we're going to keep it cracking. We're going to stay here.